Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be disassembling this engine right here that I have behind me. And the reason for that is because, like I said before, we're going to be cleaning it up a little bit. So that's the whole purpose behind this video. It's kind of warm today, it's my day off. I'm not really doing anything else, so I figured why not just disassemble it right now. So the reason why I'm cleaning it up is because there's stuff in here that I just don't want, and I'm trying to get this car to weigh as light as possible, and the only way to do that is to remove stuff that's just not necessary to have in the car anymore. So the power steering has to go right here, the ABS over here has to go, the evap canister can go. I'm actually thinking about getting a smaller lightweight battery, but then again, I paid a lot for this battery, and I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I might keep that. Just basically, you know, sand everything down and make it look kind of nice, you know. It's not a show car or anything, but I can't stand looking at all of this rust, and it just looks bad. I just think it looks bad. And when I open my hood, I just want to see everything clean. I just want to see everything clean. That's the whole reason behind doing this. I'm also thinking about getting a carbon fiber hood, but they're kind of expensive. So I don't know if I'll do that. That's a maybe. All right, 4 hours later, and a lot of stuff has been removed. I removed the radiator, the temporary radiator I had in there. I removed the intake, battery's gone. Disconnected the wiring harness on this side and all the other tranny grounds and everything, the slave cylinder on this side. However, these stupid cables over here I can't get off, so I gotta figure a way to get those off, and I had to take off the clutch master cylinder because I routed these wires underneath everything to kind of tuck it and make it look a little better. Yeah, gotta figure out how to get those off. But everything else is pretty much gone or unbolted. The power steering has been unbolted, the ABS, I mean, I have to wait until everything else is gone. Everything in the wheel well is just gone. The upper control arms are gone. We're gonna be getting new control arms or possibly even camber kits. The caliper is gone, the spindle's gone, the ball joints need to be replaced, that's why I took all this out. Also, my sway bar end links are shot. Like, if you guys see that, these things are done. These things are probably like 20 years old, never been replaced. So I gotta replace those, and maybe replace some other bushings in the car as well, because I mean, this car needs a refresh before the next season. I just skimped down on so much stuff because I just didn't want to bother with it. But you know, I think it's finally time to actually get this car running right. So I'm probably gonna take off those pads and get better track pads. And I might run a velocity stack. I don't know. There's so many things that I want to try out because I don't really plan on touching the engine at all, you know? I want to leave it the way it is and see how much horsepower I can push out of this with GSR cams, because I don't really see the point in upgrading the cams if I'm just gonna spend the money on a boost kit or go a different route. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how much it actually pushes out. All right, like fast forward about 2 weeks or so, and now it's November, and a lot has happened since the last video clip you guys just saw. So the suspension's out, I dropped it out, I got new ball joints over there and over there, axles are out, everything's done, fuel line's out. So what I had to do was, since I couldn't take that off for some stupid reason because I lost the clip to hold the fuel thing on, I had to just take off the whole entire fuel rail. And since I'm going to be replacing my injectors, I figured, why not? Everything else is off. I think the last thing I have to do now is just start unbolting the engine mounts, and we can just take this thing right out. So the thing I'm standing on right now is an engine hoist that I bought today. This thing to assemble is not fun at all. Do I recommend buying it? Why not? You know, it's not that much, it's under $200. And the chain's like $20, $30, $40. But this thing sucks. I think it took me about 2 to 3, maybe even 4 hours to put this thing together because I just kept messing up where the wheels went and just the base. The base, I think, was the hardest part, and you can't tighten a single bolt on this entire thing or else the holes don't line up, which is kind of silly, but whatever. Anyways, this is getting taken out tomorrow because it's kind of late and everybody's home and I don't want to make too much noise and I kind of want to listen to music as I'm doing it. The shift linkage has been detached from the back because the shift pin didn't want to come out, and then again, I really don't like putting in the shift pin and taking it out because it sucks. The exhaust is bolted, the exhaust is unbolted, everything else that you can possibly think of is off. So all I gotta do is work on the motor mounts and we're done. I just wanna get this thing out really fast because I wanna clean up this engine bay. I wanna see how much that weighs, I wanna see how much that weighs, so I know 100% how much this car is gonna weigh. We're so close to 2,200 pounds, so close. And I would really love to hit that number, so we will see when it's time to pull out the engine. All right, the chain's hooked up. Got everything pretty much done. I just did the rear mount, and now I'm gonna do the transmission mount, and then I'm gonna slowly start to lift it up and then do this one, and then we're just gonna pull it out and put it right over there and put it on a dolly. That way I can take some stuff off and do some work. All right, with the engine over there, that means it's out of the car. This was a lot harder than I thought, mainly because it kept getting caught over here by the transmission mount, and then it started getting caught like on this, the slave cylinder or the slave line or whatever. And then I got it all the way up and I realized I was on the wrong slot. I had it on 1/2 ton and it's supposed to be on 1/4 ton. So I jack it all the way up and it doesn't even clear the rad support. So I'm like, crap, I gotta lower it all the way back down, put it in this one, and then jack it all the way up. And then once I do that, I jack it up and then it gets caught on this. So I literally had to like lift the motor up with one hand and use my other foot to push the hoist back so I could just push it out of here and put it over there. So yeah, it was a lot, but it's out. I'm happy, and we can start to just disassemble everything. I'm probably just gonna order a bunch of new bolts because all the bolts are scattered around the place. Some of them are kept, but most of them are just all over the place. So new bolts are pretty much going everywhere, all on the top. And the first thing I'm thinking about doing, honestly, is just getting rid of that ABS and make a whole entire video dedicated to how to delete your ABS properly, because I've watched like several videos and I'm pretty sure I have a good understanding of what you need. So I figured why not help you guys too. So we're gonna tackle that. I'm gonna remove this because this is pretty bent. And just kind of look around and just do some checks. I looked down here at my rear mount and I was able to pull that out. So maybe that's the noise I was hearing. So really I was only running on 2 motor mounts this whole time. It's not good. Luckily I got a Yanaka motor mount over there, so I'll just slap that on there and we'll be good. Hopefully it fits well. If not, I'll just get a Hasport one. But yeah, that's it. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video thing I put together. I know I wasn't really filming me taking it out of the car, but you know, it's kind of hard to do that when you lose your tripod head piece for the camera. So yeah, sorry about that. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.